Hello friends, it's Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, and we're gonna make something super cute. And I'm going to start painting my container while everybody is saying hello, and I'm hoping this is gonna take the paint. Hello people jumping on, hello. This is something that I thrifted from the thrift store. Hey Luann, hello my friend. I thrifted this from the thrift store. And this is going to be the base of what I am going to put in it, what we're going to make to put in it. Hey, Karina. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Jane. So I'm going to paint while we're saying hello. Hey, Lori, because I got to paint this entire thing because I don't like the color that it is. Hey, Joyce. So we're just giving it a quick coat of white chalk paint while everybody's hopping on. Hey, Lori. Thank you, Rebecca. So I'm going to give it, I struggled with what to paint this, and I went back and forth, and I'm going to be different than what I normally do, so I'm not going to do the same thing I always do. Hey, Nancy. Hello, Linda. Hey, Nancy. So I am just going to be painting while we're saying hey. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Tammy from Missouri. Y'all are on the chilly side up that way. Hey, Gail. Yay, you're here. Hello, Connie. Y'all come on in, have you a seat. And I'm just painting my container that what we're going to make is going to go in. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Beverly. So what we're going to do is I'm making some tulips. And I put a template in my my free craft group. Hey, Brenda. It came from the bins. It came from Goodwill bins. It is Harry and David. Somebody donated. It's like a wood little crate deal, but you can use what you have or find something thrifted or whatever. Tammy, it is the little button down there by the comment section on your screen, and it means S-H-A-R-E. That's what that means. They don't like you to say that, so I can't say it. So that's what that means. Yay. Yeah, there's lots of live crafters tonight. So this is what color it is, and I'm painting it a nice coat of white because I don't like this barn red for spring. Yes, Sonia, they're going to be fabric. So we are going to make some pretty little tulips, and I put the template in the file section. Oh, thank you. They're my earrings that are in my shop. Thank you, Jill. Hey, Chanel. And we are going to make a pretty little arrangement to go in this cute little box or whatever this is that I found. I was worried about this red bleeding through, but I think it's going to be okay. Winter weather advisory. My goodness, it's supposed to be spring. What's going on? That's crazy. It's not supposed to be snowing. I could not live in the snow where it snows all the time. I think I would just go crazy. Cold in Vermont, snow on the way. Oh my gosh, y'all are all getting snow now. It's supposed to be getting warmer. It's nice here today. Then it got cloudy. Because we have rain. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, starting in the morning. And I almost painted this ahead of time, but I did not because, I kind of wanted y'all to see the transformation. Hey, Becky. But I'm always, looking out for little containers like this. This is a nice one, actually, because it is wood. And it used to have, it looks like Harry and David. Y'all know they have those. Hey, Lisa, those pears. Oh, Candy, they're your favorite. They're so pretty. This time of the year is the perfect time for them. I forgot what I was saying. I'm always on the lookout for little containers like this, and I try to keep stuff in my stash, but I have to get rid of some of my stash every once in a while if I don't use stuff. So, I know y'all don't have that problem. Freezing in New York and very windy. Ugh. So the March winds for sure. We had some. It came in like a line here. The wind blew and blew and blew. the very beginning. So I'm painting just a little ways down on the inside just because, you know, you might get to see that part. Driving in whiteouts is crazy. Oh my gosh. I could not function. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I just don't think I could function. I guess if I had to, I would. Vicky, you got, yeah, Harry and David, they have really good pairs. And Craig's stepmom and dad send it to us at Christmas. Of course, his dad's passed away, but she still sends it to us. And they have good pairs and all that stuff. And they always send us a little thing full of them. But I thrifted this because I liked the shape of it. I thought it was really cool. It's Fru Junior. What? I missed what that meant. So I'm just giving it a coat. But I didn't want to paint it before I came live because, you know, y'all like to see the transformation and what it looked like before. And so that's what I'm doing. So I said, well, I'm just going to spend a little time painting it. Rain in Utah. Oh, goodness. Should go out like a lamb. Yes, I hope so. But we had a lot of windy days here, which is kind of not normal for us to be super windy, except this time of the year. Get in that little hole right there. Can already tell I'm going to have to do another coat. Michelle, they are little, they are the little glass stones that go like vase fillers, the little glass pebbles. That's what they are. So they're domed on the top and then flat on the bottom. Oh, Jade is good. She got a notification that I'm on. Hopefully that little notify thing is working. You're okay, Jane. Welcome in. Y'all have a seat. We're going to chat and we're going to make something super cute, hopefully. Hopefully it turns out super cute. Hey, Melinda. Storms and high winds tomorrow. See, we're expecting rain. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be storms. I hope not. But I don't like it to storm. But this is our, like, I want to say March is Tornado Awareness Month for us. I want to say. But, because, you know, the weather's changing and you got cool air and hot air that meet. And then you can get tornadoes from that. So, this is our time of stuff. But I haven't heard anything about it being bad weather. Okay. See, I can already tell I'm going to have to do 2 coats. But it'll be okay. All right. I'm going to hold on to it. And then paint that spot last. So we're painting. So this is what it looked like. It has this on one side, Harry and David. Yay, Glenda got a notification. So maybe that little, if you do an exclamation point notify in the comments here, it will, it's supposed to start notifying you when I go live. So hopefully it's working. So I'm just painting a little bit on the inside. Just because, you know, in case you were to see it by chance. Okay. So I'm just painting. So I hope y'all have had a good week. And I have, except for, you know, Monday was kind of allergies lockdown for me. But I'm okay. I hadn't done it since then. So yeah, if you type in exclamation point notify all together, it should start notifying you, you know, when I go live in your inbox or something like that. I don't really know. So anyway, so hopefully that will help. It's something that, a little feature that Facebook has. But, and there's some crafters that use it. All right, now I'm getting up to here where I gotta barely hold on to it. And then we're gonna dry it. But I wanted to give it a white base coat. It's not going to be white. I'm going to paint it another color. Okay, let's see. Oh, y'all are doing the chat bot thing. It just tells me every time y'all do it, it tells me something. Yay. Okay. So that way y'all get your notifications one way or another. Okay. Ugh. Get my thumb all in this paint. I'm just going to kind of run back over some of these spots really quick, even though I'm going to put something on the top of it. I just don't want that red to show through. This side's pretty dry, so I can go ahead and give it, touch it up a little bit. I was going to paint it black and then distress it white. It is a neat shape. That's why I liked it when I saw it, because y'all know I look at stuff in the thrift store and I'm like, I could paint that and it would be really pretty, and you hate to see stuff get just thrown away. But yeah, I liked it because it looks like a little flower box. I'm sure it had pears and stuff in it because it was from Harry and David. They didn't intend for it to have flowers, but it's going to have flowers in it here in just a minute. And we're going to make our little tulips. Thank you, Dee Dee, for sprinkling. Now, just bear with me. I hate for y'all to sit there and just watch paint dry. But, like I said, I want y'all to see the transformation. It is barn red. That's what color it was. I'll show you the inside. And of course, that's not springy at all. So, I had to, we got to cover this up. So, white chalk, I'm just using the white Waverly paint. Put a little bit more out there. And trying to get this covered, because I'm going to lightly paint another color over it. Nothing, you know, like heavily paint it, but, because I don't want it to be white. Because, you know, I feel like I always do white. And I always do, thank you, Robin, and Lisa. I always do white, distressed, you know. So I thought, well, this is springtime. So let's do a pretty happy color. So that's what I'm going to do. Y'all know I'm going to have this all over me. All right. Harry and David is not quite covered up, but I got to dry it. That was good. See? I can't go anywhere, y'all. Have it all over me. Okay. But I had one particular shirt on, and I was like, nope, not wearing that one, because it was like a pretty new shirt, pretty much. And I'll get paint on it, and because I'm using paint, and I'll get paint all over it, so better not do that. So, all right. It's all over me. Where's my wipes? Thought I set them out here. Guess I did not. Y'all, thank y'all for coming on and watching. Just got on. Yay, spring. 30 degrees there. Well, I'm going to try to usher in some spring for y'all. So, maybe this will be everybody's last little cold snap. My cords will get tangled up. You're a messy painter too. I am too. Y'all know me. I'm going to get it all over me. So I'm going to try to dry this. Especially this side, because I got to paint it again, because I can still see Harry and David. There's a video of how she did that 3 weeks ago on her thing. I don't know what somebody's talking about. Hey, Samantha. Oh, you like my hair? Yeah, I got it cut off, and I'm really liking it. It feels so much better. I just kind of, you just need to change sometimes. Big gobs of paint. Hey, Karen. I got my water this time. I've been forgetting it. And I do have water in my cup that I'm drinking, so I could use that. Yeah, Laura, you can use any container. I just happened to see this at the bins. I actually went today, ran in there, had to go to the post office, and so I ran into the Goodwill bins, and I saw this, and I was like, this would be perfect for what I'm doing tonight. So I kind of changed a little bit of what I was doing to kind of go with this. Somebody said a rabbit in a green box. This rabbit? Ain't he cute? And his ears are wired. I did these. I know I did them last year. I'll have to put that video back up on the page so y'all can watch it. But he is so cute. That's him. Hold on. This is probably my favorite one. See his ears bend. So you can put wire in his ears. It's a table leg from Home Depot. So cute. I love him. Yes, Vicki, you do. I love it. I think there's one in Austin, Vicki. I don't know how far. That's you're in Oklahoma, right? Right, Jackie? That's good that you take that time for yourself every day to kind of be creative and paint something or do something. Okay. Yeah, those bunnies are cute. Like I said, I did those. I did them last year, year before. I think I've done them every year except this year. They're super cute, super easy with those little table legs from Home Depot or Lowe's. And they come in 6-inch, 9-inch, and 14-inch, I think. How to draw eyes. Lori, I am not an eyeball person. Those are just dots. So that's all I do. I do not like to draw eyes. I just put dots. Okay, Cheryl, I will repost that tomorrow. But it's if you go to my YouTube, it's a lot easier to find. You can just search for me on YouTube. I'm there. All of my live videos from Facebook get loaded up to YouTube, except for the last couple of weeks. I haven't done it. I need to do that. That's on my list. Uh-oh, I'm frozen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, Laura, you can use any kind of container. This is just the one I happened to get, and I thought it would be super cute with what I was doing. So that's why I got this one. Okay. All right, so see, I can still see Harry and David, because that's what it was one of those things, I guess the pears and the fruit and stuff come in. So that's what this was. And I rescued it from the Goodwill bins, because the next stop for it would have been the landfill. So we saved it from the landfill. I know, Joanne. It's crazy because there's a lot of people in there, and a lot of people are resellers, and they get stuff really, really cheap, and they're looking for anything they can sell, jackets, boots, electronics, whatever. And everything is super, super cheap. Like this was probably like 50 cents if I had to guess. They tell me when I'm up there, and of course I don't remember. I didn't get but a few things though, but they have, toys, all kinds of stuff. All right, let's see, what do I need to touch? All right, that looks good on that side. Which I'm going to cover this up with something else, but I keep getting gobs of paint in that hole, and it's driving me bananas. Okay. I'm just hitting some high spots. All right, now we got to dry that. Okay, I think I'm done with my white. I don't know if I don't do something with this over here, I'll have it all over my arm. They have really gone up because I guess there's so many people now that are thrifting, but the bins are like super inexpensive. Yeah, we have a Goodwill and then we have a bins. And so the bins is like these big, huge bins, just full of stuff, clothes. They have some stuff that has like home decor items, electronics. But it's like the place where it goes, after it's been at the Goodwill for a while, they clean the shelves off and then it goes to the bins. And all like the glasses and home decor and all that stuff, that's the last stop for all of that. They will take it to the landfill and they dump it in this big cart and they change out those bins with the home decor stuff in it often, and it'll all go to, it'll all go to the landfill. But now the clothes, I think they sell those to like liquidation place or something, and it gets sold in like pallets. I don't know. This is what I've heard. But anyway, okay. So I think we're about dry. Right there's not dry. I don't know what I did without this little thing, but what we did before the heat tool, because I guess we sat there and watched paint dry. Yeah, you can look on their website, I think, and figure out where they are. They're called a Goodwill outlet is what it's called. We just call it the bins because they're literally these big bins full of clothes and stuff, and they change a section out every 15 minutes. So if you're like, okay, I'm going to stay for one more change, one more bin, one more, and then next thing you know, you've been in there 2 hours. Okay, so I'm going to use this paint. This is my friend Nicole with Afraid Not. I don't know if y'all know who Nicole is, but her page is Afraid Not, and it's spelled Fraydnot. K-E-N. I just reconnected. Every time she turns it, wait for the dirt to fall out. Okay, so anyway, so she makes her own chalk paint. And when I was at my mastermind a couple weeks ago, she gave us all a bottle of this. And this is called Refabulous. And she made this color for Brooke Riley, our business coach. And this is a beautiful shade of this light turquoise mint color. And I am going to not paint this whole thing with this. I'm probably just going to hit the high parts with it. Yeah, Afraid Not. Thank you, Susan. So she is really sweet. She lives in California. She cuts wood, not with a laser. She cuts them with a saw. And she makes her own chalk paint. And like I said, she brought us all a bottle of it so we could all try it, which I have some of her paint. And look how pretty this color is. But she has like 40 colors. So she has lots of colors. So I was like, oh, I want to use this paint on my little springy box. I think it's pretty. And I poured way too much out. But yeah, she mixes her own chalk paint. Hey, Susan. Hello, Pam. You trying to, oh, is Nicole on live? Tell her I'm using her paint. I didn't even message her and tell her. I guess I should have. But she's live every day, I think, and she goes live at 5 o'clock her time, which is 7 o'clock my time. She goes live every day. Okay, so I don't want it to be just this solid color. I want it to be like this. It matches it does match my shirt. It's a beautiful color. I think Brooke actually used it the other day on her live for something. She had several of her paints out there that I saw on her table. And she was making something. But I didn't want to do it just solid. I'm just going to brush it with this paint. Because it's so pretty. It's just a super light color. And just airy. I don't know. It's just a happy, airy color. But so far, I like the paint. It goes on really well. And it's already drying. Hey, Tammy. So I'm just using a chippy brush and just going real heavy with it. Maybe I didn't use too much. I thought I poured out too much. It is pretty. A good comparison color. It's not, this is light turquoise behind me, all this turquoise stuff. And it's a lot lighter than that. Maybe like I don't know. I don't know what color it would be equivalent to because I don't have anything this color, I don't think. But it would look like this turquoise if you added white, a lot of white to it. This color behind me, all the stuff that's painted, that light turquoise paint. If you added a lot of white to it, it would look like this. It's super pretty. Oh yeah, it's beachy. Beachy would be pretty. It's almost like a sea glass color. If I had to call it something. I'm just trying to get it all covered. Sea foam, but it's not, it's not real green. But it does match my shirt. I didn't plan that at all. I just put this shirt on because it already has a couple of spots of paint. But it's good that it's the same color because if I get it on my shirt, you can't tell. Because I'm probably getting it on me. I just don't know it. And if I would have worn my other new shirt, well, it's kind of new, then I would have been upset. Because you would have been able to see it. Okay. Now I got to do, look, I had about just enough paint. These inside parts. Get it all done. But see how pretty this is? And that would have been in the dump. Like a mint green. But it's, I would say it's more blue than green. Trying to get all this done. I poured out just enough, I think. But I wanted it to kind of look distressed, but I didn't want to do the same old gray and white or brown and white or black and white, but I always do. I was like, let me just do something happy, some kind of happy color. Maybe I'll just do that. Trying to get that edge right there. And this was perfect, but it's drying pretty fast. Okay, and I've used her chalk paint. I have some of her paint. And it's like dry, but look how pretty. So see, I just wanted it to be just distressed looking. Come on, whoop. And a little bit goes a long way. I'm kind of, when I look at it in the camera, I can see like these big spots. And I want it to look, you know how you have it in your head, how you want it to look. But it's pretty dry as fast. All right, so that's it. So I mean, this is a little bitty, like 2-ounce bottle, and but I hardly use any at all. Am I frozen? A little silver. Well, we're gonna add some stuff to it, so don't panic. But it's got to dry. But I wanted to get that done first because I know this has to dry. And then we're gonna make our because we're gonna put something like. We're going to put something around it and dress it up and make it cute. Oh, good. I'm not frozen there, Tammy said. Trying to get all this off my hands because now we're going to work with fabric and I don't want paint on the fabric. Okay. So there it is. Looks better than that color. That's what it was. And then now it looks like this. So it's super pretty. So I'm going to set it over here. Hey, Nancy. Okay, so now I put in the group a template for you because it won't let me put it on my page, so I have to put it in my free group, and it's 2 tulips, and I just wanted them for the shape. Okay, so I cut out, I want to say it's 3.5 inches tall, maybe. I cut out the bottom one, which is just a little bigger than the top one. So you have this in your in the file tab in my crafters reveal group, which if you type in the word at the bottom in the comments, craft group all together, it's going to send you a link to that group. If you're not a member, you can join that group for free, and it's just my little community where you can share your crafts and all these amazing talented people. So I cut out the bigger one, and that's what I'm going to use. That's going to be our little template. Let me hang that over there. So all I'm going to use this for, I've already done several because I knew y'all didn't want to sit here, but this is what we're going to make. So this is what's going to go in here. I'm going to cut, somebody said I'm OCD and I have to paint the brown. Well, we're going to cover the brown up and you're not going to even be able to see it. Yeah, Georgianne, that's perfect. And Deb, yes. And it will send you a link to the group. You can just ask to join, and I'll approve all y'all when I get off. So here is what we're making. And see, they are stuffed. So I've made 2 already. And I have cut out several more. And I'm going to cut out one with you and show you how I did it, which is, you know, pretty self-explanatory. But, so I have, this is the colors I have. I have this yellow plaid color, and then I have this pink plaid, and then I have purple polka dots, and this, I love this fabric here, this like all kind of springy colored plaid, and then this blue, I mean that pink, and then I have this color here that's like, it's ombre, different colors. So I'm going to make one out of this. So I'm going to show you how I did it, which is really simple. It's a matter of just tracing and cutting. Let me find a good spot on this fabric. As you can see, I've cut many things off of here. It's all done up. It's all cut apart. Theodore, Alabama. I've never heard of Theodore, Alabama. Okay. So I'm doubling up my fabric, and I'm going to take my little template. This is easy peasy. And I'm going to use my fancy friction pins that I've told y'all about before, Frixion. And I'm going to trace my little template on here. And what happens is, this ink and this pen, I can put my heat tool on it and the ink will disappear. So you won't see the little lines that I traced, because I am doing it on the right side of the fabric. But it's super cool, and some sweet follower sent me a whole pack of them, like a year or so ago, and I love them. And you can get them at Walmart. They are in the pen section. If you go to the school section, and where all the pens and pencils and office supplies and stuff are, they usually come in a pack. I know Amazon has them, but they're called Frixion. And they quit writing or using them. I have to kind of go back and forth and like almost color with it. But you can see there's my pen. Found me a little bunny mouse at Michael's. Yay! They are so, that little, Iris is in my house. I took her inside, and she is sitting right on my counter when you walk in my door in my kitchen. That's where she's sitting. So she's greeting all the people that come in. All right, let me get rid of this. I'll deal with that later. You've heard erasable pens will do that? Probably so, because what it says is the friction of the eraser, because there is an eraser on the end. So the friction, you know, it gets warm, and I guess that's what makes it go away. But if you put your little heat tool on there, it will just disappear right before your eyes. It's gone. It's amazing. So I love using it when I'm trying to do something on fabric. So I doubled my fabric so I wouldn't have to cut, you know, twice for each flower. But I did cut some out today, so I won't have to sit here and cut out all of them. Okay, so here is there are my tulips. Hold on. So there's one piece, and there's another, because I wanted all these happy colors. So let me show you how the pen works, because this is like the coolest thing ever. All right, so there's my fabric. Okay, so there's my scribble. Okay, this is so hard to hold it so y'all can see it, but I'll just do it like this. All gone. So cool. I wonder if it'll do it on paper. Will it do it on paper? Hold on. Alright, that's how I sign my name on when I sign my invoices. So let's see if y'all can see it. It's hard. See it go away? It's gone. It's gone. Isn't that the coolest thing? It's like, you just want to sit there and do it over and over because it's the coolest thing. It just goes away with that heat. So what I'll do is, like, when I get, when I'm getting ready to do this, I'll just do this on my fabric, And it will get rid of all of that ink. And it's gone. You'll never be able to tell that I outlined that. Isn't that so cool? And they say that quilters use it and a bunch of people that sew a lot use it. Oh, it works on wood too, Judy? That's nice to know. Okay. So this is super easy from here. We're going to put our tulips together, our two pieces together, wrong sides together. So, because, you know, we want the outside. Because, y'all, if I can glue gun something, I am going to do that. Hot glue it. I do sew and I can sew, but sometimes it's not worth getting all that out just to sew a couple little things. So I'm just going to outline real close to the edge, not quite all the way to the full bottom. And we're going to, magic, it is magic. What kind of pen is that? It is a friction pen, F-R-I-X-I-O-N. And they come in a pack. Here we go. I saved this and it comes with refills. But here's the pack. There it is. And you can go to Walmart in like the pen aisle, pencil aisle, where the notebooks and stuff are. And they come in a pack. I know Amazon has them too. And some people say that they're in the quilting section, but I'm not sure about that. I think it comes back when it gets cold. Now, I heard that. If it gets cold, it will come right back, but I don't know. I've not tried that part, but it's super cool. All right. Especially for something like this, because then you don't have to worry about seeing your lines and your, where you traced something. It just goes away. Okay, so I'm just going around the edge, but I'm leaving it open at the bottom because y'all know we've got to stuff it. Glenda, I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know, to be being truthful. I don't know if they're in my shop or not. Because, see, I didn't buy them. Somebody sent them to me because they were like, oh, my gosh, you need these pens. And they were sweet enough to send me that pack of them. And they're all scattered over here somewhere on my cart. Pack of 3, red, blue, and black. Oh, that's good to have all those colors. The stick pens, and they have a variety of colors. Okay, I'm just trying to get this lined up. So I'm just going to glue all of mine, and then we're going to stuff them all. And we got to make the stems. But if you find a little place that your glue did not just touch, then you can glue it. You'll find out when you go to stuff it. And Angela loves them too. Hey, Joy. They come in 6 different colors. That's cool. I didn't know they came in all those colors. Sonia uses hers all the time. I do too when I use something like this. And you can use them for everything if you want to. Writing and everything. You don't have to use them just for fabric. Alright, so I'm just gluing them together because we're going to stuff them. All colors plus markers. Woo! And markers too. Oh, do the markers do the same thing? So here's all my little tulips. And I'm just going to sit here. And I see this one's got the lines on it. So I can see them. You probably can't see them when I make my tulips, but... why is it not going away? Alright, there it goes. Maybe I didn't have it. Maybe it wasn't hot enough. Okay. Alright. I have a white one too. Oh, they make white ones? See, y'all know so much. I didn't know anything about them until somebody told me on a live one time, and then they sent me a whole pack, and I was like, oh my goodness. Y'all are such sweet people. So we're doing the glue gun sewing. What's the point of the different colors? Melissa, I don't know. Maybe it might be like if you have like quilt blocks and you wanted to designate like this block and that block. I don't know. maybe. Like you want to sew, you know, a red to a green, or I don't know. Your different different squares you draw on different colors. It says that on the package. I love the stripes. This, that's so pretty. I thought that was perfect for tulips. But then I love the purple dots and I love the blue dots. I just kept getting fabric out, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a whole planter box full of tulips. And so that's kind of, and then I saw that box and I was like, oh my goodness, that is perfect for what I need. So I rescued it today. Yeah, they're not specific to crafting, but that's kind of what people, you know, have been using. Which, how many things do we use that's not for crafting, but we use it for crafting all the time? Like this little tool is not made to dry stuff. It's made for embossing. Yeah, I'm leaving it open in the bottom, Beverly. I'm just, I'm not going all the way to the center with my glue. So yeah, so don't go all the way to the center. So I'm just going real close to the edge. And I'm going almost to the bottom, almost to meet the other, but I don't. Brenda, there is a template in the Crafters Reveal group. And it is in there. It looks like this. I cut out the bottom one. It's a little bit bigger. I think it's 3.5 inches. So you can make smaller ones, bigger ones. So there, it's in the files tab of the Reveal group. So that's what I used. That's right. We use everything and find a different purpose. Okay, so that one's done. This one's done. That one's done. Have I done them all? No, wait. These aren't done. I'm confusing myself. Oh, the iron, yes. The iron makes it disappear on your quilts, which is super cool. I used it when I made Charlie's quilt. I used it a little bit. But most of her stuff was straight lines and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't have to draw and, you know, all that stuff. But I just cut it with my rotary cutter. Alright. Almost done. Then we're going to stuff these. And I'm going to show y'all how we're going to make. Because I have a special thing for the leaves. Because they got to have leaves. It can't be just naked tulips. Oh no, your notes disappeared? Yeah, put it in the freezer and it should come back. That would be terrible. Okay, so here are all my little tulips. And they look cute just like this without even being stuffed. Y'all, I'm getting down to the bottom of my polyfill bag. Look, I cut it off today. I got tired of reaching way in the bag. I was like, good Lord. I didn't give myself, and so you can open it more if you need to, like that one. I didn't leave very much space on this one, so I just kind of pulled it open. You made some popcorn. That sounds good. I started keto yesterday, y'all. I can't have no popcorn now. My husband started keto like last week, I think, and he's just been begging me, want me to do it with him. He's like, it'll be easier. Then we won't, you know, cooking supper and stuff, we won't have to, you know, worry too much and all that. So I said, okay, I'll do it with you. So I started yesterday. I've done it before, and it does work really good for me. So, you know, I'm always doing something. You love keto, Vicky? I do too. I mean, I don't feel like I'm so restricted because there are things, they're making more and more things that are keto friendly, especially like sweet stuff, and that's where my hard part is sweets. All right, there's one. So we're gonna stuff them really quick. I need to start keto with you. Would you just do it, Sue? Last night he cooked, I showed y'all a picture, he cooked hamburger patties on the Blackstone with cheddar cheese on top. And there's these little tortillas, and they're little bitty. They're about like that. And they're called, they have 0 carbs. So they're like 17 carbs, but they have 17 grams of fiber, which cancels out your protein. Hey, Myrtle. Anyway, and so we ate that, and he had made some cauliflower. It's mac and cheese, but it's cauliflower and cheese. It's not, you don't have pasta. And so it's really good. I was surprised it was that good. But anyway, so I had that, and then tonight I had green beans and I had a hamburger patty. But, you know, and you can have a little bit of like ketchup, but you've got to watch your carbs, and you got to get the sugar free. Not enough carbs. Tammy, you can stay under 20 and you still can be in ketosis and be okay. I was shocked, y'all. I've already made it into ketosis. I couldn't believe it, because usually it takes me about 3 days. I was really shocked. Yay, Tina just went and printed her template with her tulips. If y'all want to use that for something else, you definitely can, but I just needed it for the shape of the flower. But he has these little strips, and you can put them in your pee, and it'll tell you if you're in ketosis, and I already am, and I couldn't believe it. Yeah, Barb, I need to watch that. Somebody, was it Mandy? Mandy told me to watch it, that it was really good. But, you know, all those shots and weight loss drugs, like, in Mississippi, they quit letting people compound them. You can't get it compounded in Mississippi anymore. So that hurt a lot of folks. A lot. And you can have a lot of carbs. I lost 52 pounds in 4 months. Wow. Yeah, cauliflower rice is good. We've made some recipes with it. And as long as you have a sauce or you have something, because I am not a cauliflower fan, y'all. So don't even think I'm one of those people that goes over to the vegetable plate at a baby shower and starts eating cauliflower, because I am not. And it's actually pretty good if you put some kind of sauce or something with it. It kind of hides a little bit of that. Ooh, steak and potatoes, yum. But I can have cheese and pepperoni and all of those things. I just can't have any bread. The Mediterranean diet. Okay, so somebody just said you'll be weak and feel weak and all that stuff for a couple days. Okay, so that's called the keto flu. I get the keto flu. So I started yesterday morning, and I'm a carb addict. I love sweets and I love carbs. I could do without the meat and all the things, and I could just eat carbs and sweets, and I could probably live off that, or try. Oh yeah, that would be good, Jackie, a pizza. Sandy, you get little strips. You can get them at Walmart. Has them over by the Slim Fast. Slim Fast actually makes them, but I bought them there a long time ago. But you can get them on Amazon. That's where he got his. And so I went earlier just a little bit and used one of those strips, and I was like, yes! I'm already in ketosis. I couldn't believe it. So yesterday, I didn't have hardly any carbs at all. And I knew I had to go to Walmart, and I get Powerade Zero because it has electrolytes and all that in it. And so you're replenishing some of that stuff, because when you go in ketosis, it kind of makes you, it will make you feel bad. They call it the keto flu. And I always get the keto flu. And yesterday afternoon at about 5 o'clock, it was like I hit a brick wall. Like, I told my husband, I said, I can't go any further. I'm done. I can tell that my body is like, where's all the carbs? Where's the cookies? Where are you? So anyway, so I was just like, bam, I went, poof, I just fell right off the cliff. And I was drinking my Powerade Zero and all that, and I just had to lay on the couch. I said, I feel like my arms weigh 100 pounds, and I feel like a dish rag, like I just can't go any further. And so I just kind of stayed on the couch and went to bed, and this morning I woke up and I feel fine, and like today, I don't feel like that, which usually I do. And you can put Himalayan salt in your water, and that'll give you some electrolytes too. That pink salt. Oh, wow, Leslie, that's awesome. Oh, no. Okay, one more, and then we're going to seal it. We're going to put our sticks in there. Oh, look, I didn't glue this one. Yeah, the Little Debbie's. Beverly, I can't have Little Debbie's is why I'm in the shape I'm in. Big Deborah. Yeah, the weakness and the tired kind of goes away. And your sugar cravings go away. Because I'm telling y'all, I am a sugar freak. But it does everybody different. So you have to, you know, you have to be careful. Yep. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Melissa. I love junk food too, Kay. I'm all for it. Give me some Doritos. Give me some Oreos. You know, I love junk food. And that's not good. But with this, I'm eating a little bit better because I'm eating more vegetables. I'm eating cauliflower when I normally would not be eating cauliflower. Stuff like that. I had green beans. Yeah, my body's going, where's the Little Debbie's? Okay, gotta do one more. But, so like I had green beans and Jill's like, I just ate an Oreo. Eat one for me, Jill. But I just, you know, I'll gain it back and I'm so mad at myself. The holidays did not help. Make you eat right. Yeah, Catherine, I just need somebody to follow me around and slap the stuff out of my hand is all I need. You don't need that. You don't need that, sweet tea. I'm just doing keto because my husband's doing keto. And so he was like, just do it with me. It'll make eating suppers easier and fixing stuff easier and planning. Because, you know, you kind of have to plan ahead. Double stuff, Jill. Rub it in, rub it in. Samantha, no, you cannot. You can have, I want to say blueberries and strawberries, but you got to be careful. You can't have too many. But, oh, wow, Teresa, that's amazing. Tammy's down 108. That is awesome, Tammy. I'm so proud. But I talked to my doctor. I went to my doctor's appointment. I think I told y'all. Tuesday, and I told her I was going to get on it. She was like, you know, I think keto's good. I think it's good, you know, do it for a while and then start introducing stuff back in. Alicia, I know. And the robin eggs. The robin eggs are my weakness this time of the year. For snacks, you can eat pepperoni, you can eat cheese. I'll get those little turkey sticks. They're like little beef jerkies, the Slim Jims, but they're little turkey sticks. I get those. Anything that's not a carb. So anyway, all right, let me see. All right, see, this one's got lines on it, so let me see if I can get those to disappear. Yep. Okay, make sure I got them all. Nope. Oh, I did that one. It's got a little bit. I missed a little bit. Okay, now, so if you miss a spot, like here, I missed a spot here with my glue gun, you can just go back and put a little bit in there and just close it, because you might have a little place you missed. Yeah, the low-fat cheese. So, yeah, I've got little cups of the sugar-free Jell-O. They come in the refrigerating section. And you drink like Crystal Light, yep, all that stuff. Where's that one short? I must have cut that one for something. Ooh, baked provolone with bagel season. That sounds good. Salsa and chips. I love salsa and chips. So with salsa, you can eat pork skins, pork rinds. I know people are like, oh gosh, pork skins. Okay, so I use dowels for my stems, and then I just put green paint on them, okay? So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just using regular glue, Mary. It's just the the Gorilla Glue sticks I used, that's all I used. Yeah, pork rinds, so they're no carbs. But you gotta be careful because you think, oh, well, this don't have carbs, like peanuts or something, and then some of them do. You gotta be careful which one you get. Don't get the honey roasted peanuts because it's got carbs. Anything sweet, you don't need. Okay, there's one. Pork skins are yours and your grandma's. I like the barbecued ones. But when you go to the Mexican restaurant, which I will be doing, so you just take those with you. Dip them in the cheese dip because you can still have cheese dip. You just need to ask them what's in it. But you can have, I think, I can have like 20 carbs a day and still stay in that thing. You don't need to just be totally 100% no carbs. So you need to have some carbs. But you can still stay in ketosis, which, no Smarties, Corby. Yes, be careful with those pizzas that you buy like in the store that are pre-made and stuff. You gotta look. They'll mess you up. All right, so I've got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna have to use, I got this other pack over here and these are bigger. So I'm gonna have to use 2 of these. Parmesan. Brim's barbecue pork rinds are the best. Yes, Sonia, they are. The golden flake ones are good too. And I saw some that were like hot. And I was like, oh, I better not get those. Ooh, peanut butter and bread. Yeah, there's bread you can make with almond flour and, what was it I was about to tell y'all? Like, I saw a lady the other day on TikTok, and she was making cabbage steaks. Have y'all ever heard of that? Where you slice the cabbage into like thick planks, and you put Parmesan cheese, the grated kind, you know, on it, and with olive oil, and kind of make a little paste on top of your steak, your cabbage steak. And Cadbury eggs. Oh my gosh. Anyway, and those things looked so good because I love cabbage, and with Parmesan on them and a little olive oil, it looked so good. Yeah, pepperonis, and Domino's will make you a crustless pizza if you ask them. I almost did Weight Watchers because my friend of mine is on Weight Watchers and she has good results, and I haven't done Weight Watchers in a long, long time. Okay, yeah, you can use the skewers, the pointy shish kebab skewers if you just use what you have. So I'm going to poke it up in here a little ways, and then I'm just going to kind of mash it flat, but it's still open. So then I'm just going to, let me pull this out just a little bit. My stuffing up in there. And so I'm just going to glue it closed. I'm just going to put some glue. But at the same time, I'm gluing that stick in there too. Where's my little thingamajigger? Where are you? I'll just use this so I won't burn myself. I can't find my tool. And that one had glue that oozed out, but I'll just cut it off in a minute. Okay, so there's my little tulip. So that's 3. But anyway, I don't like to be restricted on anything, but you know, it is what it is, and I've got to. I'm just, you know, when you just kind of get disgusted with yourself, and you know, I've done the Optavia and it was really, really good. It's expensive, but it's good. It works. Oh, this glue. Okay. So there's that one. This has got to set up. Look how pretty this is. Don't that look sweet? That looks like a real, like, you know, the color of a tulip. Because I kind of got a little crazy with them. Pinking shear. Oh, Tina, why did I not do Pinking shears. I didn't even think about cutting them with pinking shears. Look, I got ink. I saw somebody say, what's a crustless pizza? It's basically everything that you would put on a pizza and there's no crust. So it's keto friendly and there's just no crust. Basically the cheese kind of gets crispy or whatever and like a crust. So yeah, when I go to the Mexican restaurant, I want to eat all the chips and the salsa and a little cheese dip. I'm a salsa girl. I love the salsa. I love the cheese dip, but probably not as much as most people. Yeah, they have keto desserts now. If you go down the bacon aisle, they have brownies that are keto, all kinds of stuff. But it's really good. It's basically you're kind of being on a diabetic diet, kind of, because they can't eat sugar or starch. You're not a bread fan, Vicky? Oh my goodness. Give me all the bread. I love bread, crackers, any kind of pretzels, chips. I love all of that. Yeah, I did Optavia. I did that a couple years ago. It's real expensive, but it does work. And, of course, you know, just like anything else, you get tired of doing it, and you get off, and then you get it back. Struggle. Look how cute. Y'all can tell I like polka dots. Tina, I love food. Yeah, mashed potatoes, can't have that, but you can have mashed cauliflower. And, yeah, it's not potatoes, but like right now, I'm not hungry, and I haven't been, like, super hungry today. But once you get off the sugar is, you know, it's like crack. And you just want to eat more and more and more. And, you know, when your insulin level rises in your blood and then it drops, you instantly feel like you need to go eat something else to make it go back up. And that's not good for it to be going up and down, up and down. So that's, you know, I don't need to be doing all that either. I don't need to be... Because I'm telling you, any kind of crackers, any kind of chips, goldfish, it's not safe in my presence. I love all of it. Glue down. Water, water, water. Yes. Yeah, you can take your cauliflower and make your own crust. And then, I've been seeing this lady on TikTok. She makes a chicken crust. So, she'll take, like, canned chicken, which if you don't like that, you can use, like, rotisserie chicken. And she takes the chicken, she puts it in the bowl. She'll put, like, some seasoning in it. She'll put, like, Parmesan cheese in it. And she cracks an egg. And she mixes that up and just mashes it all up. And then she puts it flat on, like, parchment paper. And then she'll put it in her air fryer for a few minutes, and then she takes it out, she flips it and puts it on the other side, and it makes it crispy, so it's like a crust. And then she'll put her, like, marinara on it, and her cheese and pepperonis or whatever, and she's like, oh my gosh, y'all, it's so good. And you get protein, because that's the thing, we don't get enough protein. And, you know, especially me living on carbs, you don't get enough protein. And, yeah. Now I'm picking stuff off my flowers. Okay, so here they all are. Look how happy and cute that is. Isn't that the cutest? Let me get these out in the front so you can see the yellows. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? They're so easy to make. You could do these with felt. You could even just cut them out of cardboard and not even make them like this. But I just like, you know, I'm a fabric girl. I got tons of fabric. And I don't like avocados. That's going to hurt some people's feelings. I don't like avocados. Okay, so now I got to use all my floral foam again, but we got to do some leaves, and I'm not sure if I need to do the leaves now. Okay, I think we need to maybe do our leaves. All right, so here's my options for my leaves. So I started off cutting felt, okay, and I was trying to think. I'm like, I'm going to put a leaf, and then they're going to do that. They're going to do this, okay? So I was like, what else can I do that they will kind of stay up. Hang on, let me let this dry. Bread, rolls, biscuits, cornbread. Yes, Deb, I'm right there with you, honey. Any kind of Cheez-Its, I don't care. I'll eat them. So here's what I came up with. So I took some green fabric. This was like a scrap, as you can tell. I obviously cut something out that was the same. So this is like broadcloth. It's just cotton fabric. And I put it on parchment paper, and I brushed the whole thing with Mod Podge. And then I hung it to dry. I turned my fan on, and I hung it. Well, I hung it, but I'll tell you how I hung it. I took this, and I taped it to my table right here, and let it hang down, and it dried. So it's kind of stiff, but it's not, yum, Wanda. Put a wire. Yes. Okay. Now you can put a wire on your leaf for sure. But I said I'm gonna try this and see, because you don't know until you try. So here I go, about to freehand my leaves. Let's start right here. So let's see. Do it this way. So I'm just gonna kind of make like a. I'm not gonna make them too long, but I can cut better going this direction. So I'm just basically cutting 2 parentheses like that. So see, it's just got Mod Podge on it. So it's gonna stay a little bit, stiff like this. Not too bad. All right. I'm gonna cut this right across there. Make it easy to work with. Yeah, you could put a wire on the underside. I did think about that. I only have about 3 or 4 of the green floral wires left, but I need to get some next time I go to Hobby Lobby. Carnivore diet, yeah. I mean, that's kind of keto, but that's meat, right? Or is it just greens, or it's one of those 2? All right, so there's 2. I'm not going to do a whole lot of them. Tammy, that's me. I hadn't met a roll or a potato that I didn't like. Nope, sure haven't. Love it all. So yeah, tulips have real long, skinny leaves. So let's see if I can get one more out of this. Whoop. Out of this little section right here. Yes, I can. So I'm just basically cutting parentheses, okay? All right, they're not doing that with that. So let's see. So I had to let this dry. That's the only reason I haven't cut these ahead of time, is because it was wet. I know it's terrible that carbs taste so good. I mean, but I just love it all. And people go, oh, I really don't like sweets. And I look at them and go, are you all right? Are you okay? Is somebody paying you to say that? Or what? Because I'm the opposite. Total opposite. All right. So I'm going to cut that many. I do, Sarah. They are in my free community group, because I can't put files on my page. But it is in my craft group. It's the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal. And it's just a template like this. I cut out the bottom one, and I can't put my hands on it right now. And I used it, and I made these, and we stuffed them. Yeah, bless their hearts. Chips and milk. What? Becky, it just says erasable and retractable something. It says unique thermosensitive gel ink formula disappears with Erasing Friction. But that's the name of them. F-R-I-X-I-O-N. Yeah, give me some donuts, Susan. I love me some donuts. Any of that. I love it all. Okay, so I'm just kind of wondering about these leaves. And I gotta trim that off right there. That glue that oozed out that I was gonna come back and trim it off. Okay, so there it is. There's some more. All right, so I'm trying to decide. I may have to decide like how far down I'm gonna put them in here, and then kind of go from there. Oh, you made 5 wooden ones. See, you could use that template, and you can make wooden ones if you want to. Where's my? Where did I put it? Okay. On my floral foam. You get bored and you bake. Oh, I'm glad I don't like to cook and bake, because I would probably be a whole lot bigger than I would be. I am. Chocolate chip cookies are like that's probably my favorite. Chocolate chip cookies and brownies. Right out of the oven. Okay, so these fit pretty much in there. So maybe I won't have to saw on any tonight and make everybody go cringe. Chip cereal. I love, you put them in milk? It's so weird, Vicky. Lost my mom. Oh. You don't like chocolate, Sherry? I'm questioning you right now in my mind. Like, what is wrong with her? The green, I was saying, you flipped me. The green was green fabric that I had in my stash. And I painted Mod Podge on it. Like, basically soaked it in Mod Podge. And so it's all, you know, pretty stiff now. But it's fabric. Okay. I need a little piece. Let's see if, where's that other I had the other night. See if I can find that green. Haha. I'm just going to fill in that little hole. But I need to glue it in, I guess. That I put in my teacups. Lori's like, y'all are making me want to go. It was just cotton fabric. Like broadcloth, if you know what broadcloth is. Okay. So I'm going to put this in. Let's see. Since it's already the perfect, pretty much the perfect width. But see, these sides slant, so I've got this space over here. All right. So don't y'all think this color's going to look perfect for my tulips? It looks like construction paper now that I've done it, but it's fabric. But yeah, it does kind of look like construction paper. White chocolate Reese's cups. Look at y'all. Somebody's running to the pantry right now going, okay, I gotta have something. Okay. So see, it fits perfect down in there. It's got space in the front and the back, but it's okay. So let's see if I can. I'm trying not to have to cut this other, but I'm using all my little scraps down there in that hole. Oh, so okay, so COVID kind of did that for you and took away the chocolate. Dana, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Just stop it right now. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love cereal. I like dry cereal, cereal with milk. I love it. Mint. Now look at Melissa. She has done up the game. She's all about some mint Girl Scout cookies. Oh, I like Samoa's. That's the ones I like. Cindy just ate pickles and cheese. See, I had, for lunch, I had pepperonis I had dill pickle spear and some cheese, some cheddar cheese. I love cereal Jill. Love it. Okay, so there is my hodgepodge of foam, trying to get it all wedged in there. Yes, Tanya, I can definitely do that. I was like, gosh, I'll be here forever though, you know, with all these things. Now, you can definitely do that because I have done that. I did that on the bunny ears. All right, so now I just have to figure out like up and down and, you know, I don't want a blue by a blue. See, this is going to be cute. Yes, Lori, don't even tell me that. I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see it. They have all the Girl Scout cookies flavors. Dollar General has them too, so I didn't tell you that. Yeah, if somebody said something about eating a heaping spoon right before they go to bed, was it peanut butter or did you say cookie dough? I'm a cookie dough girl, and yes, I will eat it right out of the package, even though it says do not eat raw cookie dough. I'm like, yeah, okay, I've been doing it my whole life. It's fine. All right, so I got to see, because if I put it, I think, is that that's not too tall, is it? Can you eat butter? Yes, butter has no carbs. It's fat. It's basically fat, protein, and vegetables. All right. So let's see. Blue. All right. I'm going to start. See, I think I'm going to get them in here, and then maybe I'll do my leaves. I don't know. Cream cheese. So you can eat cream cheese. You can have... all right, so this one is shorter for whatever reason. I'll go back with it. I'm going to go forward a little bit. Okay, that one's forward. Yes, there you go. You like to bake them just so you can eat the dough. That's me. And they make it too convenient because they have those little packs at Walmart in the little refrigerated section. You just break off a square and ask me how I know. You choose salty over sweet? Okay, so I think this one probably needs to be in the front, but it needs to be short. So I'm going to probably do that. All right, where's the best side? It's just easier to break it. Apples with peanut butter, yes. I like the green ones and put peanut butter on them. Okay, there's my little yellow one. Look how stinking cute this is. Okay, and then we can put the leaves on them, I think, after the fact. All right, what about this one? I love this one. So it needs to be maybe just a little bit. Okay, I broke just a little of it off. And then I can always stick it how I want it to. Like that. Look how stinking cute. Go down just a hair more. There we go. See, I can see it in the camera. Let's do, okay, I got these left. I got a bunch. I may not even use them all. But even if you just stuck these in like a little vase, it would be so stinking cute. Blue. Purple. That one. All right, that's yellow, so I need to have this yellow over here. All right, let's do it this way. So this one probably needs to be low in the front here. Catherine, the template, if you'll type in the comments craft group, and it's all one word, you're going to get a link into your inbox for my free community crafting group, and you can ask to join, and it's under the files tab. There's a template that you can print off. Look at my little magic wand. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. I like my wand. All right, so let me break this one off. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all, I got them front, back, so y'all can see how they are. Like some are in the back, some are in the front. So that way they're not all just in one line. Okay, then this one needs to be, like this. Look how cute this is. A crafting queen. I ain't a crafting queen. By no stretch. Okay, so this one needs to be somewhere about here. Let's see if I can get it. And then I'm going to squeeze one more in there. Look at how stinking cute this is. Okay, so this one's going to go... Look at it. Okay, it needs to be just a little bit broke off. There it goes. Luckily, these break easy. But you can use your shish kebab skewers. You can use any of that kind of stuff. All right, now... You need to go down. Maybe you need to go down. All right, look how stinking cute this is. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aren't these cute? Okay, so I gotta put leaves on them, but I don't want it to be too leafy. Does that make sense? Like I don't want it to be so green up in here that I can't see anything else. You can't eat peanut anything. You love my frog. He's not even back here. He's over on my table. He is so cute, y'all. I've been looking at him. So I'm just gonna take my leaf and put glue on it and just kind of wrap it around my little dowel. Because I'm gonna put moss in here, and then you're not gonna be able to see. Let me go lower with that one. You're not gonna be able to see all the leaves attached to the flowers. Okay. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. So like each one is going to get a leaf probably, but I'm just kind of strategically putting them so, you know, like one's going this way, one's going that way. So they won't all get like just too much, it's too leafy. Where it's got too many leaves going here and there and all around and all the places. Any chocolate with nuts and toffee. Toffee is good. Caramel. Don't forget the caramel. Alright. Gonna have to cut some more. I know. I love the different fabrics. That's why I want to do it. But you could totally cut these out of cardboard using that template and use scrapbook paper. So if you don't have, you know, different kind of fabrics and stuff, and that one, let me move it. Then you could definitely just use the cardboard. You would never know. I know the leaves add a little bit to it, I think, because it doesn't look so sparse. And I'm just sticking them to the stick, y'all. I'm not even doing anything to it. Like, what are you doing? Okay. So see, you can see the leaves, but I just didn't want to put 2 on each flower and then have too many leaves. All right. Isn't it cute? And I think the box is a perfect color. So if y'all want some of that paint, you can definitely go see Nicole with Afraid Not. She has that paint. It's nice chalk paint. Okay. All right, so there is this, but I still need a couple of more leaves. But I want to wrap something around the bottom of my, around the middle of my little box to kind of break it up a little bit. And I was thinking, like, I've got burlap ribbon, and then make a little messy bow with all the fabrics in the tulips. I think that would be so cute. Oh, y'all talking about Dairy Queen. I want to try to, I can't now. They had like a, they had a new blizzard thing that came out, and I can't, oh, no, it's the dip cone, the confetti dip cones, and I never got one. And now I'm on keto, and you know, that's not happening. Luckily, Dairy Queen is a good ways for me, so I don't have to worry about it being down the street. Yeah, I use dowels. You can use shish kebab sticks, whatever you want to, whatever you have in your craft stash. And they sell dowels at Walmart. Of course, Dollar Tree has them too. If you can find them. All right. Who needs a leaf? A leaf. Okay. This one. All right. So see, I just stuck them on there, and they're just kind of all in there. But now I'm gonna put some moss. I'm gonna get the moss. Lord, pray for me. Not gonna be enough. I gotta open this bag. It's really cute, isn't it? I just love the colors, and that just looks happy spring. But like I said, it would look just as cute with cardboard. If you wanted to do cardboard and put scrapbook paper on your cardboard, it's gonna look really cute. Warm caramel and cashews over vanilla ice cream. Sherry is like going all gourmet over here with her cashews and vanilla and all the stuff. So I'm going to put my moss down in here. Make a big old mess. Y'all, I cut it. I don't know how y'all get it out of here, but I cut mine. I know that makes an even bigger mess, but it's like one ball in this bag, and I can't get it to separate, so I just cut mine. Cut off what I need. Okay, so look how cute this is looking with the moss. Yeah. Dana's like, stop it. You stop it right now. So I gotta cut mine. Then I just kind of pull it. So I definitely want you to be able to see it in the front. Like so, where it looks like it's got stuff in there. It's very springy. I think it is adorable. It turned out a lot better than it did in my head. Because, you know, we have a certain picture in your head of how you want it to be. And it looks better than that. Sandra, I used green fabric. I had just some green broadcloth, you know, solid green fabric. And I put Mod Podge on it. I'll show it to you in a second. And let it dry. I painted it with Mod Podge. And I hung it up to dry and let it get real stiff. Hold on. Here's some of it. The other piece fell on the ground. But it was just fabric. Now see this up here, it doesn't have any Mod Podge. But then this down here does. So it kind of gave it a little body to it. See, that's how it was. That doesn't have any. But then I started painting about here. And it's all stiff, and it kind of gives them a little bit where they'll kind of stand up. But you could use felt. I have felt over here. That's what I was going to use. And I was like, well, I just don't know if that's going to stand up or what's going to happen. So, I come up with that idea because I've done that before with fabric. So that's what I did. But I did have these cut, a couple of these cut for felt. But it looks so cute. And if you have some leaves like that on your greenery that you've picked from like I do, you could definitely use some, you know, greenery ones. Look how stinking cute this is. I can't stand it. All right. Now, I need the street sweeper to come along and get all this. Okay. Look how stinking cute. See, I want to put something. Do y'all think it needs something like wrap a ribbon? But it's going to be challenging because this is tapered. So that's, yeah, you could use cardstock Mary. or scrapbook paper, whatever you want to use. So, I don't know if this is Dollar Tree. But see, don't y'all think it kind of needs something around this part, like this? Little Bunny's outfit. Yes! Okay, now, while y'all are telling me that, I have, do y'all see this little bee? Ain't he cute? Alright, where's my, yeah, I told y'all I don't have much floral wire left. That's all I have. But I've had this pack for a very long time. So this little bee, I have several of them. I think I got them off Amazon, but they're like little felt, little wool bees. Ain't it cute? I'm trying to do surgery on my bee back here. Okay, let's do this. And I can just keep adding stuff. I got little ladybugs, a cute hang tag. So you like the polka dot ribbon, okay. I'm making my little bee a little thing. Making him a little spring. About tied that in a knot or something. Okay. Sorry, Mr. B. I'm so sorry. But you're going to look super cute. And you're going to be out of that drawer that you were in. Today is your day, dude. You are making your debut. Here we go. I'm going to make a messy bow too, Danielle. I think I'm going to, I have all these fabrics. I cut strips of it. Look at him. Let's not put him in front of the yellow one. How about that? Well, let's make him go over here. Or, ouch. Hot glue. Ain't he cute looking? Hey, Linda, yes, I can see your comments. You like this? This is just Dollar Tree ribbon. So, all right. This is the fun part because this is tapered. It's going to be a little bit difficult. All right, let me get it to stick to the back. Polka dot burlap. Yes, I think so too. Oh, I could do that. I could add dots, but I'd have to tape it off and be just perfect, and y'all know it's not going to be. All right, so I'm going to, so when you have something that's tapered, y'all probably know this, it's not going to do, hold on. I got to outsmart it. And I'll cut a little more off than I need. But then it's like magic. Let me show you. So this has got wire in it, but it's about to not have wire. Okay, get out there. Did y'all know that you can do this? If I can get a hold of it. All right, come on. Act right now. You're on Facebook. You can pull the wire out. Come on. I'm trying. It's caught. Here it goes. There it goes. See? I pulled the wire out of that ribbon. Now I got to do the top. It's just a matter of getting a hold of it. Come on. I'm gonna win. You might as well just let go. There you go. Number 2. All right. So now, oh, you ordered some wildflower stencils. Oh, I bet that's going to be pretty. Okay. So now Mike can get it to act right because that wire was kind of hindering me a little bit. Okay. Super cute. Okay. So I'm going to cut this and I'm going to glue it back here. Pull it tight and glue it. Uh-oh. I stick my tongue out. I probably did, so don't y'all just laugh and carry on if I stick my tongue out. Oh, you've never thought about pulling the wire out? It's awesome, because then you just have regular old ribbon if you don't need that wire. But see what I'm talking about? When you have something tapered, it's not gonna lay just right. So you kind of have to trick it a little bit. Kind of have to, I want the front to look really good, so I'm not too worried about, I'm just going to put a dot under there to get it to lay down. Like that. Stuck it to the table. All right, so see, then it does this. See how it's poking out? So you kind of almost have to pull the slack a little bit and just work with it. So I'm not too worried about the back. As long as the front and the sides look pretty good, that's all I care about. All right. Isn't it pretty? It's so cute. Look at that little bee. Okay. So see, let me show you what the back looks like now. So see, it buckles out. And I could unglue that and glue it back, but I'm all right. I'm okay for the moment. Let's see. Tack that down. You stay down. Get it all over my fingers. All right. So you kind of have to play with it. All right. So now, thanks, Kay. I'm going to make a little, some kind of a little messy bow. I have all of the same fabrics that I used in the flowers. So I'm gonna just do me a bow really quick. I just tore off some of the pieces, but it's gonna be small, so that. And I did throw some green in here because I just pull out like of my bin of all of my scraps and see what I have, and I try to use some of that first. I know, isn't it so cute? Oh my gosh, that little bee. And I have some ladybugs too, I just hadn't gotten them out yet. I got ladybugs and let's see. So cute. It looks so much cuter than what I had envisioned. And I love it when that happens because I had big hopes for it and then it looks way better. Alright, there's that. And I'm going to put, what color in the front? I don't have that blue. Where is my blue? This blue. I don't know. Oh, I threw it over there on the floor, so it's just going to not get to be in the bow. No, let's put the pink in the front. One pink in the front. Okay. Now, I like to do mine with twisty ties, zip ties, because I can't ever get my jute to be right. Is it going in? It can go in her room. I didn't even think about that, but that's super cute. You love it, Charlene? I can't wait to see y'all. But you could just use a container you have. If you have an old coffee can or an old, y'all could dress that up and make it look cute. Y'all know how to do that. And anything really, a little crate or anything like that you have. You can make it look super cute. I mean, this was at the bins, and y'all saw it was brown. It was red, barn red, brown looking red color. Like, didn't look like this at all. But it has looked, now it looks spectacular. Yay! You can watch, yeah, you can watch the replay, but it's a template. The flowers were made with a template out of my, and it's in my free group on Facebook, the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal. If you will type in the comments, craft group, all one word, it should send you a link to where you can go and join that group. It's just a community where all these people put crafts and just cute stuff they make. It doesn't have to be something I've made. It can be any kind of craft, but just super talented people in there. I love to see everything every day. I try to comment on stuff every day, and it's all just so cute. Okay, such pretty stuff and some talent in there. All right, so here's my little bow. And I think I'm gonna, okay, now the question is, where's the bow going? So like, this print on this ribbon, I don't know if y'all can see it. You see how it looks light and then it gets real bright again? Like it was a misprint. I think I'm gonna cover that up with my bow. So that kind of answers my question. Look how stinking adorable this is. So I think that's where I'm gonna put it. So that way it covers up the ugly spot on my little ribbon here. Ursula, do it together. No space in the middle. A cute button on top of the bow. Okay, I have buttons. They don't have them out, but I have buttons. Y'all know I have tons of buttons. But I also have some cute little bees. So, and I'm going to kind of turn my bow like catty-cornered almost. Does everybody say catty-cornered? Sometimes I think of things I say and I'm thinking, this other people, other places say these words, catty-cornered. And it's a perfect match. Okay, so here's the other option. Let me show y'all. It is cute for a little girl's room. I love it. Okay, I have these super big, massive bees. I think they came from Hobby Lobby. He would look super cute in the middle of the bow as well. Like if I put him there. Well, can you see him? There he is. Ah, I lost him. I think I'm gonna put the bee there. Yes. Okay. So they have little sticky things on the back, so I'm gonna try that, but you know, they may not. I think I swallowed some moss. I feel like I swallowed some moss, like a hairball. Catty cornered, yep. I'm glad y'all say it too. Delphia says it all the time. Okay, so here's, all right, there is my bee. Super cute. Kitty corner. That cute bee is adorable, isn't it? All right. Ladybugs. Gotta have a ladybug. How do you open this box? And these are not sticky, but this is so cute. All right, let's see. Ladybug needs to go. I'm gonna put her on this blue flower. Okay, now there's my ladybug. Look, they're cute. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna keep going, and it's gonna have bees and ladybugs all over the place. Look at my bee, isn't he cute? I think he might need to be. I don't know. Now my ladybug and the bee are on the same side. Super cute. I love it. Don't y'all love it? And y'all saw what it looked like. It was ugly. It was like a red, barn red color. And I saved it. And it's adorable. So cute. The red plastic ones, Christmas sleighs. What, if anyone has, oh, okay, I know what y'all are asking. But yeah, I love this. And y'all can do this. You can totally make this. The template is in, it's on the floor, but the template's in the group under the file tab. And it may be in the feed too. If a lot of stuff hasn't been posted, it may still be at the top. But you can get the template, make your tulips. But you can totally do this out of, like I said, do it out of cardboard or foam board and put scrapbook paper on them, all different colors, and you get the same thing. So if you don't have fabric, you can do scrapbook paper, or you could color them, you could paint them, whatever color. You could watercolor them for that matter, and that would be super pretty. So, you know, get creative with it. If you don't have all the different fabrics, you can make them all one color. But how cute would this be for Mother's Day? Cute. All right, somebody said something about putting him behind the purple flower. Because I can stretch him out some more. Uh-oh. He may not be tall enough. Because he's barely hitting the foam. He's in there. Yes, y'all make some. It is so cute. I know. And I think this makes it. Because I was going to do it, paint it black, and then I was going to distress it with white, like I always do. But the color, I think, I think this feeds into this. And like I said, if y'all don't know Nicole with the Frayed Knot, she makes her own chalk paint, and that's what color this is. Refabulous. She has like 40 colors, but look her up on Facebook and go give her a follow. Yeah, Dana, it's Refabulous. It's so pretty. But it is adorable. Mayday flowers, yes. So cute. There's just so many possibilities. But the polka dots, I can't. Good night, Linda. Yes, I love the spring colors. I'm ready for it too. I'm so ready. Some of the trees are coming out green, and it's so bright green, and I love the bright green. Yes, a Mother's Day gift. It'd be so cute. You could even put like kids' names on them. Like if you know, your grandkids, your whatever for your mom or whatever. It'd be so cute. Yes, I love the colors. Perfect. It does match my shirt, don't it? That's funny. And I didn't plan that. I was like, oh, it does match. Because I had on another shirt, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to get paint on it. It would look cute in Charlie's room, wouldn't it? I'll have to see if Paige wants to put it in her room. She's got so much stuff in her room, it's crazy. That child will never want for anything. I'm going to tell you, she's spoiled. Oh, you could put eggs in there, because, I mean, I got plenty of room. But just be on the lookout for, like, some little container. You might even have one in your stash and don't even know it. That you could just give it a makeover and make it look totally different. Because y'all saw it. It was kind of sad and dreary. Harry and David, but it's not Harry and David anymore. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Mary. But anyway, guys, I want to hop off. Look how cute this is. I just can't help it. Anyway, and I will, I'll post pictures of it tomorrow. Y'all know I will. And don't forget all the cute stuff in my shop and all the cutouts and stuff. I need to do the bee tutorial. So I may come on tomorrow. What's tomorrow night? What's going on tomorrow night? Okay, I may come on to next Friday night's my son's prom. I had to stop and think what night it was. So I may come on tomorrow night, and we may paint that buzz sign, the bee sign. That's my other favorite. So anyway. Yeah, Sue, make one. Y'all know y'all got some little crates or something in your stash. Oh, you can't spoil a baby. You just love her. Yeah, she is. She is very much loved. So anyway, all right, guys. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being on and watching. And I think it's super cute. So just get creative if you don't have the fabric. Do scrapbook paper, do cardboard, paint it, watercolor, whatever. It will look so cool. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. And as always, and I will see y'all for sure. I'll see y'all Monday night. maybe tomorrow night. So we'll see. All right, guys. Love y'all. Bye.